I guess I asked you how you're doing today, and so tell me about your music. I guess like that's the first thing I want to know about, like your type of music, the way you would describe it, uh, influences.
Okay, I'll get into all that. So basically, I am Heereez. I from Kansas City. I have a lot of influence from around the area in the Midwest culture and whatnot. But musically, my influences range all the way from like '90s punk bands to fucking 2000s metal, uh, like old school rappers like Mobb Deep, Biggie, Tupac, to the new school shit. Mainly like the SoundCloud era. I'm very big into that stuff. I like Shoreline. It's a big
Okay,
one.
me too.
Bones.
All right,
Bones is like
yeah,
top
me too.
tier for me. I fuck with Kanye. All kinds of stuff. But mainly what I try to make is I really don't have like a specific genre, but like I guess the like umbrella term I could use is cloud rap,
Hmm.
just to like kind of jumble it all together. But I do want to expand out, do all kinds of genres and stuff. Um, we got I guess like my kind of like I guess signature sound though would be like a mix of like West Coast shit like Shoreline Mafia and like mixing it with the dark trap like the Bones kind of stuff.
Okay, that's interesting style. So what's the
Yeah.
scene? What's kind of like in like Kansas? Like what type of music is like the regular out there?
First of all, I'm in Missouri, not Kansas. Don't get
Oh,
it twisted.
I thought you said Kansas City. Okay, Missouri. All right.
Kansas City is in Kansas and Missouri. It's a weird ass like thing,
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
yeah, the Missouri side is definitely way more popping. Don't tell Kansas I said that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
um, yeah, the scene is all kinds of like different sounds. We have like people pulling from West Coast kind of style and lot of dark trap people
Okay.
like extreme rap. This guy in your server actually, Crusader. I actually know him from uh, a fellow artist with connection. But
Okay. So he's from there too. All right.
yeah, yeah, I'll probably see him tonight. Honestly, I think he's coming to perform at the show.
Damn. All
But
right.
yeah, all kinds of people out here. I mean, we're a very diverse bunch. It's kind of in the middle of America, so a lot of congestion of all kinds of different cultures and whatnot
Okay.
come
Okay.
into that. We got some hyper pop dudes. Just all kinds of shit, bro. For real.
So is there
It's,
any like? So there's no like. Because I know I've talked to people who are from different like states, and they're like, there's a certain sound, and then there's like what the underground's pushing, but there's no like mainstream. Like, do you got like who's the most? Who's like the biggest person that's probably come out of
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine? Okay. And do you like his music?
I'm honestly, this is blasphemous as a person from Kansas City. I'm not the biggest fan. Like I fuck with a lot of his shit, but like I can't just bump it all the time like that. Like some
Yeah.
people can. Yeah. But like most of the people that really bump his stuff are like old people from back when he was like coming up in the '90s and the 2000s and shit. So
Yeah.
that's that's just a difference of age and generation. Also, that's my girlfriend. I don't know if if you
Yeah,
can
I can
see her,
kind of
but
see
yeah.
it back there, and I was like,
She's doing her makeup. She got to do her thing.
okay.
You know.
So do you find like there's like a sense of like loyalty, like you kind of like you have to fuck with these bigger artists, or it's just like you rather like you're looking elsewhere in the country to just be like this is what I'd rather be fucking with, like
I wouldn't say I have to fuck with them. I say I have to put respect there where
yeah.
respect is due. Because I mean, Tech Nine's the biggest artist out here. He's made his own label. He's done it all basically. So, I have to have respect there. I mean, this dude has a song with The Rock. Like, how do you get a song with The Rock?
Holy fuck, I remember that too. Yeah, I forgot
Crazy.
about that. That was him too. Yeah,
We're gonna take your face off. We're gonna take your face off.
yeah. And he's got some dark shit too, so I could see like
Yeah,
kind of where that
very diverse guy.
influences. Yeah, but
Apparently, my dad, like back when Tech Nine was super small, my dad used to make music and like had connections with him and
oh
shit. But I
damn,
don't know my dad, so I can't really confirm that story. My
jeez,
mom told me though.
there's a lot of connective tissue over there. That's crazy, like how much like people just know each other and like the underground and
Dude,
stuff.
yeah.
So
And Kansas City's a small place, even though it's really big. So
okay,
like,
so it's like small, but it's like there's just a lot of different like cultures of people there. Like you find
hmm
okay.
yeah,
So how
it's a very
long
diverse area.
you been doing shows for?
Doing shows. Well, the first time I performed was the beginning of this year in January. It was at this. Well, no, that's not the first time. The first time I performed was in October of last year. So it was just open mic night. Nothing crazy, nothing big, but I was really depressed. I was just going through a big breakup. Job is stressing me out, and I was like, "Fuck it, bro." Someone invited me to go do to the karaoke shit, and I was like, "Can I play my own music?" They were like, "Yeah, you can just hook your phone up, play whatever the fuck you want." And I was like, "Bet." So I went out there. I played one song, and that was that. It felt electrifying. It gave me a new sensation that I never had felt before. So, I started doing that shit more consistently. I went out to a few more open mic nights at that place. But mainly now I rock with Beat the Competition. It's a local group. They do shows at this place called the Farewell and the Howdy, which is like two venues. One has a bar and it's like 21 up. The other one is 18 or any all ages. Doesn't have a bar, but it's a smaller little spot. And it's a cool fucking venue. It's nice. It's tight. I've been there hella the past few months. I want to say since like July, August, around there was when we
Okay.
started going out there and doing shit like consistently.
And it's just like a
But
show
there,
like every month type thing. Every like.
yeah, like
Okay.
one or two every month. It's dope as fuck. They set it all up, but it's like a philanthropy group, so they do a lot of charity stuff, and we have to like put money into it. Like we pay 35, like every now and then to just fund the whole operation, get us booked at places and whatnot. We
Hmm.
sell T-shirts, the thrifted T-shirts, and we donate like money from those purchases, and we keep some of it, but we donate a good bit of it to charity. And they've done stuff with Ronald McDonald House, St. Jude's, all kinds of charities, and it's dope. A few of the artists from it that are like kind of like the founders type thing, or they were going on tour. I don't know if
Okay.
they're still out on tour, but we get like travel points and stuff for like how much money we bring into like donations and stuff like that, and that's how we get to go on tour and stuff. But we're just starting out in it, so we haven't really gotten to that point. But
Okay.
it's
Okay.
tough.
So it's like basically like some big artists in the area kind of set up like a little venue, raise money for
Yeah,
charity, but also helping to get younger artists some sort of exposure.
yeah, they're not too big, but they're a little bigger. Don't mind that big ass hole in the wall.
It's all
Do
good.
not know.
Okay, all right. So
This ain't even my room technically. So.
do you see more and more like every time you go, is it like bigger and bigger? Like you find like it's a good place to get connected and
It's definitely like a few times it's been like it goes kind of up and down, like with the amount of people that show up and like show out and like have fun.
hmm,
But everybody's pulling different types of people all over the city to come to the show. There's a bunch of artists, and we spin a wheel,
okay,
and it's like randomized, like 7 minute little sets. Nothing crazy, but we get the opportunity to perform our music, which is an opportunity not a lot of people get,
true.
and that's what's really important is to just be able to do that
Yeah.
and also give back to the community along with it.
And do you find like you find yourself now making music like was you're like thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to a show, so I need to make like tour music, like show music that really gets people pumped up, or you just make what you want?
Realistically, I just make what I want. Yeah, I don't really think of it like that. But like once I do get to a more established point, probably will be like that. But as of right now, I just kind of do what I want. I don't have a lot of music out right now. I
Hmm.
have more features. I do my own songs, but the features go hard, so it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, because I seen that like I've heard people before like they perform for the first time and they like doing their hype songs because they find it's like an easy thing to get like people hyped up, and then they're
Yeah,
like the big thing like the big gamble is like doing a sad song because it's like you either get
that's
like
yeah,
yeah like the perfect moment where everybody's singing your sad song, or people just don't even just are sitting there like dead, like don't even listen to it. So have you had
yeah.
that like that experience yet with like getting one of your more emotional songs out to the crowd?
I have definitely. The first time I did perform at the open mic, I played a more emotional song, a slower one, just because it was like my first one and I knew it the best out of all the stuff I had out. And it was a nice, appropriate vibe just for how I was feeling in the moment because it was a dark ass song.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I when I started doing them with Beat the Competition though, certainly was kind of just going in with the hype shit. However, one time I did an unreleased track, and then after that, That was a hype kind of unreleased track. And then I was like, we're gonna slow it down, turn your phone lights on, like, give me the light, let me see that shit. We're not dropping until all the whole room is lit up type shit.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like it's kind of a slower like boom bap track. Uh, Pretty sad song, but it's got a nice little chorus at the end of it that people were like fucking with and shit. We were like waving their phones around and shit. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was a good experience. You gotta have the right sad song for people. It's gotta connect with people. You gotta have some like earworm catchy shit in it
Yeah.
for people to fuck with it.
That makes
Which
sense.
I don't know. The listener's mindset is so weird nowadays too.
Mhm.
It's just hard to think what people will actually listen to and repeat over and over and over again.
Oh yeah. What makes you say that?
Just the amount of like one, there's a lot of diversity in the hip hop scene, and that in itself creates a lot of imitation. And so everybody's trying to do a certain sound and stuff and a certain vibe. And, a lot of people are fucking with that certain sound, a certain vibe. But it's not really like what I want to do.
Hmm.
But that's why I want to pave my own lane. You feel me? And like do what I want to do,
Yeah.
make what I want to make. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. And on top of that, I want to build a small community of people who actually care about each other and won't, you know, be so hateful. Because there's a lot of hate in this world right now, and it sucks.
Yeah. And that's definitely important because you see so many artists that are like they've made it to the big time. They're huge. They got all the money, but they just like miserable as fuck because everybody they came up with somewhere around the line, they just cut them off one by one, and it's like they made it to the top. But who are they sharing it with? You know what I mean? Because they just fucked everybody over. So that's definitely like I feel like that's something that I want to do too is like have more of a community and then like see rappers win with like a team, whether it's a team of rappers or like just bringing their producers, their videographers, their whatever. Like just don't ever get to that point where you just want success so bad that it's like okay, fuck everybody. I'm gonna do what I and because I don't think it's worth it at the end of the day for sure.
It's not worth it, but there's also like it's like it's some of it can be justifiable. Like certain people just aren't as motivated as you, and that's just something you gotta take into account. Like, do I really need this person at the studio sessions? Like, they're just kind of goofing off all the time. They're bringing weed. They're just someone to smoke, get high, and chill the fuck out. All this shit. But I,
Yeah,
I love to get high, bro. Don't get me wrong. But like, there's times and places, and like, there's a point where you get too high to actually want to do anything, and
yeah,
like you just chill out, laugh at fucking stupid vines from 2014.
yeah. No, I get you though. Like I do understand at that point, but I just feel it's like that happens a lot where it's like you're trying to find your initial group. Like unfortunately, you do have to cut people down at first because like especially like the worst part is like you'll start to build something, nobody's up on it, and then it starts to build into a movement. And then everybody wants to be involved, and then you're like, all right, well you weren't really there at the start, so do I let you in
All the
now?
bandwagoners. Yeah,
Yeah. You don't want that shit because they'll be with you right until they can get what they want out of it, and then out the fucking door as soon as that's over with.
that and people are so jealous and envious of you. Like they'll find like dirt. They'll like try to irk you, piss you off, so you have a like adverse reaction. Do some fucking stupid shit. That's what I don't like, bro.
Yeah.
Like just do your own thing. Go get your own success. Stop trying to diminish mine just because I stuck to my shit. I did what I said I was gonna do, and you haven't. Like get
Yeah.
on your shit, bro. You wanted to be a vet. You're paying fucking 60,000. You're in debt. Like hello. Like
Yeah. I know it's I feel like it's because people don't see the work behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Where this guy got big? Where'd he come from? Like, what the fuck? He doesn't have that." And then it's like, "Yeah, but it's because I feel like that's the thing is like you really want to see who wants to make music because they want to make music, and then the money that comes with it is like a plus. You don't want the people who are like, "Well, I want to be a big rapper because I want to be rich," and it's like, well, if you want to be rich, then you don't give a fuck about you're not going to put the work in. You're not going to try to actually build that thing up. You're just going to get the easy way to success, you know.
yeah,
And there
no,
is no easy way, like you know.
yeah. That's a thing with me. I don't like labels.
I was
Like
just going to
nine
ask
times
you, yeah, if you
nine times out of ten, there's like five labels I'd probably sign to, but there it's very
oh yeah,
like
you actually
it's
know
also
five labels off the top of your. You've done enough research that you actually know like five you'd fuck with.
not a lot of research. Just like I know those are people that are like independently made and kind of came up with what they said they were gonna come up on, they're not the type of people to fuck you over.
Okay.
Most of them are like artist ran labels, like just independent artist ran labels, like G59, uh, Team Sesh. I would fucking kill to be in Team Sesh, but
Yeah, fuck.
yeah.
They got success
Uh,
there for sure.
when it goes to like mainstream, I think Dreamville with like J Cole
Okay, yeah.
and stuff is like the only one that I would really fuck with, just because I love their art and what they do, and they have they seem like such humble and nice guys, down to earth people.
Yeah. Because you want that personal touch because you want like, but at the same time I feel like it's tough because like the smaller labels sometimes it's like they get their star and then it's just like they just want to push the star all the time, you know what I mean? And then the other artists sometimes get pushed to the back, but sometimes that happens with big labels too. Like I think Republic is the worst label in the world because
Oh yeah,
they just promote like fucking Justin Bieber and like fucking like they're big acts and like they got like Ski Mask, all these other dudes. They don't do shit with them because
yo, I'll be right back. Give me a second. I
yeah,
gotta do this. Still living with your parents type thing.
no, yeah, all good.
I know you understand.
What's that?
I know you understand.
Yeah, no, it's happened a couple. It happened actually quite a few of the interviews that I did. A lot of people, like the parents, just show up, and I was like, hey, it kind of makes it more entertaining, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's not
but
really my parents. She's my grandma,
okay,
but she has custody of me. She did. I'm an adult now.
okay, yeah. How old are you? Like
I'm 20.
20. Okay, yeah, yeah. And you started making music when you were like,
I started writing. Well, no, I started music started for me when I joined band in sixth grade. I signed up for band. I played clarinet, which was cool, but I wasn't really that crazy at it. And then my senior year of high school, I stuck with band all the way till high school. And senior year, I switched to percussion and started doing percussion stuff. I started playing guitar at 12, and then I started writing music around that same time as well. Sixth grade, seventh grade. Um, it was nothing crazy, like shitty pop songs, like shitty little poems that I thought were like super cool.
yeah,
But um, it kind of came to me when I, started having feelings that I couldn't really express to everybody.
hmm.
So I was like, my notepad is sacred. Like no one's gonna really like look at it. It doesn't matter. But then it kind of evolved slowly into I started like as a joke, but like as a kind of a not joke. I started making like those gay rap parodies. Like like they're I thought they were so funny, and they
It's
kind of
probably
still
one of
are.
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know him?
yeah. hmm
Yeah.
yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of the scene down there in the gay rap community. No, I made a parody of Lil Nas X's holiday song. I
Okay.
tried putting it on. I tried promoting it all on TikTok and stuff. Like, maybe he's gonna see it and like be like, "This is hilarious," because he's gay. He'd fuck with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
He's a
maybe.
funny.
I mean, I
He's a
can see
funny
that
guy,
being big, but I feel like I don't even know what happened to that dude. Fuck, like he was the biggest thing in
dude. He
2019.
he's doing stuff on Instagram. He's promoting new tracks. I don't know what he's planning on doing, but he went like he made like a Christian track, I guess, since everybody was like, "Oh, you're a Satanist" because of that one video.
He just
And
likes
the
trolling. Like the last time I seen him, he was in
he's
like
a
a
fucking
vitamin
menace.
water commercial or something. Like I went to the movie theater and he's just there with vitamin water. I'm like, I guess he's doing
Yeah,
this shit
I
now.
saw him buy a water commercial. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the goal at the end of the day. I mean, doing a commercial, like, fuck, you should. If you're still good at like, if you still like have talent with a clarinet though, that'd be sick if you could like play the clarinet and then
I
like put that on a
definitely could
beat.
play it if I had one, but I don't own one.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I don't. I didn't really get into like the theory and like all of that for clarinet, but I know a lot of theory about guitar, like music theory wise, and I'm always improving on that because I'll be playing that shit basically every day almost. Um, but when I started taking the music shit kind of seriously was when I met fellow artist Ghost Rave. He's my dog. He's my homie. I love him to death. He's he was a producer when I was like he started making beats in middle school and stuff, and like he started selling them, and then eventually he started making his own music, like rapping. And I was like, bro, I really fuck with your shit, bro. And like, I was talking to him like, yo, like I got some ideas, and like, if you're ever down, you can link up sometime, do something. And then we never really did until it was like on an accident. Like we accidentally ended up hanging out because I had a mutual friend whose name was Chris. My name's also Chris, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
so so yeah, I knew Chris, and then he was hanging out with Brian, and Chris lived like literally right behind me, like the street behind me. So I would just go out, go around the block and pull up to his crib whenever. And we, um, we, Brian was over there already. Ghost Wraith, Ghost Wraith was already over there chilling. We weren't planning on anything, but I came in there, and he was like, "Bro, like yo, like we started chilling out, playing games, doing whatever. We started smoking. Eventually, we had this big ass like probably like 3 4 foot long PVC pipe that we put like a little bong bowl in and
Uh,
took hits out of that. It was
damn.
fucking crazy. Yeah. And then after that, he was like, "Bro, so you told me like you was trying to make some music eventually." He was like, I was like, "Yeah, bro." And so he showed me a beat for this song he had on his project that he was gonna get a feature from this Canadian artist, LSCX, but LSCX basically like fell off the face of the earth
Hmm.
and hasn't been heard from. So we don't
Damn.
know what's happening with him. I hope he's good. Um,
Hope so.
but
Fuck. It's crazy.
but yeah, but he had the open verse because he hadn't hit him back up with it. So I was like, "Fuck it, bro, show me the beat." And the beat was hard. And then I started writing immediately. I made the whole verse that night, and then I think the next day or the day after that, he came over to my crib and we recorded it in my room,
Hmm.
which was in the attic, which is dope. Yeah,
Good acoustics up
and
there, yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty tight. Has some good fucking sound in that room.
Hmm.
But dude was like, "Bro, I fuck with you, bro. Like, we gonna start working more, like all this." And he was like, "It's just nice to have somebody local who I can go to and work with and all that," because he hadn't really done that much.
Yeah.
Like he'd worked with people from all over the fucking world, but never had anybody like nearby. I guess it was kind of destiny to have that eventually, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that you really kind of want something like that where you have somebody like close by so you can like easily like if you're like I know you said you don't have a lot of tracks yet, but like I feel with most rappers it's like you want to make a lot of music, put out the best of the best, and like you're not going to be able to make a lot of music if you're working with like people on the internet because it takes a while for them to get the feature to you. So if you could just go somewhere and just record consistent music, like super helpful, I feel like. So do you got like social media presence like Instagram? Like, how are you kind of advertising yourself on like those platforms?
On Instagram, I'm I don't really advertise myself too much. I just be like in comment sections, like saying funny shit, and people will like it, and then some of them will follow my account. And then I've done a few like ads on there, but they haven't been super like successful. They've gotten more views, but not like more followers or anything like that.
Okay, okay,
But
yeah,
um, on TikTok, I do have like ideas for promotion, but I'm waiting until I have more music to roll out those ideas and stuff. And I'm getting footage. I have footage already, but I'm gonna use more footage today
hmm.
to promote a song that a music video and a song.
Yeah,
So the song, yeah, I already showed you minutes,
okay,
and yeah, we did a video for that. Shot some of it last night. We're doing the rest tonight at the show and maybe after the show to get some more shots, just extra stuff.
okay.
But
So that's like the plan. Like you want to start rolling out music videos now, showing the scene, showing the
yeah, just more
live shit.
content
Yeah.
like that. Like not necessarily make a bunch of music videos, but like little mini ones, like little 30-second clips of me just rapping, walking around, doing random shit
Hmm.
to promote on TikTok. And that stuff goes a long way if you keep doing it and just keep doing it. TikTok's algorithm is really strange, but also easy to understand.
Hmm.
Like once you really start using it more, and I'm pretty familiar with it. I know what tags to use sometimes. I know like when to post during the day to get the most active uh, chance of being like a lot of views.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's something to master for sure. Fuck.
the psychology with it is like you put like captions on the screen like words,
Yeah,
like putting your lyrics on there, people were like more likely to just like lock into that because they have something to read and listen to at the same time. Just goes along with it.
you got to
But
capture that ADHD riddled brain, like the when they're just flipping through. You gotta. Yeah, I've noticed that too because I just started doing real content, and I'm like, even with myself, like I'm looking, I'm like, if there's words, it's like it's just because there's constant shit. So you're like, what's going on there? You'll sit into it, and also it's just good to do videos because I feel like a lot of artists always say like I don't know how to get my music out there. I'm like it's very hard to get a song out there. You really need to put a video out there, like you know what I mean, so people know what you look like, know what they're signing up for, because like it's a product at the end of the day, selling music, and like the product is not the song, the product is you, what you represent, and like people like think like well I'm not that cool, I'm not that. It's like it doesn't matter. You just got to show what it is so people can attach to you, and then you'll get a certain base of people that attach to either your sound or just the way that you are. You don't have to like be out there. I mean, it helps, but you don't need to be out there with colorful hair throwing fucking money around to get attention. You know what I mean? Like, there's different
yeah,
ways.
yeah, all that like 2017 clout chasing shit, it don't work. Like it
No.
might work for the short term, but the long term you're fucked. Like if you really want to take this shit seriously, take it fucking seriously.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said in my latest video. Is that that what it is that the ceiling on clout chasing has risen at this point. So like in 2017, it was like in 2015, 2016, when people saw Yachty, they're like, "What the fuck? This guy's got like Skittle looking hair," and then they got Uzi, and it's like, okay, they got the face tats, and then it was Pump, and then it was all the 6ix9ine was like the like biggest version of that, and now it's like you got to light yourself on fire basically to get people's attention nowadays because face tats
Dude,
don't do the job.
Kid Trunks literally faked cancer. It's just
Yeah, fuck, I know. I actually talked to him on the phone a couple days ago. It was weird.
real.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, because we're trying to set up an interview with him too. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but
He might. I mean,
you know what's funny though? Like Trunks got in so much shit for that, and then like Lil Tay did the exact same thing like a year later. Like she faked her death, and like people
yeah,
fucked with it. So
that
it's like
shit
what?
wild.
How? I don't know. That was a weird situation for me, but
I actually thought she died. Like, but at the same time, I had an inkling that it was just a marketing stunt because she had like been off the face of the internet for a while.
yeah, I never
You
followed
know,
her when because she wasn't even a rapper. Like,
and now she is though.
yeah, the thing I don't get with her though is like she set up all that shit. She's been gone for years, and then she drops that one video and does the live stream, and it's like huge. It's like if it was me, I would have saved up like 5 fucking songs, 5 videos, and then I would have rolled them out week after week, and because now it's like it's come and gone. Like she lost her shot. She had the whole internet watching her for one week. Why didn't she just like keep dropping? You know what I mean? Like you could have 5 hit
Everybody's like,
songs.
"Oh, Tay going crazy in the underground right now," you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because people
Like,
like underrate that shit where it's like they ride their one hit too long. Because I feel like one hit people can call it a fluke. Two hits they're like, okay, you're just riding the cloud of the first one. 3 hits with a feature, they'll be like it's the feature. But if you got like 4 hits, they can't argue no more. Because it's like if you've gone 4 times fucking consecutively, what kind of fucking schematics are you going to use to say that that's not what it is anymore? Even 3, like if you don't have a feature on the third one, that's what it is, you know?
yeah, the doubt is crazy. Like people will find any way to freaking diminish your shine. And
Yeah.
it's awful. Like, just love each other, man. That's what I say.
But that's another thing too is that people want features. Like, you know what I mean? They think like, oh, I get a big name feature, it's gonna get me out there, and I don't know. It just it doesn't do what people want. You know what I mean? But I'd have to say like if I could say there's any artist you reminded me of, like I feel like you could do like some cool stuff with Flacco. His name's I Love Mask now. I don't know if you know who that is. He does kind of like
I'm
he kind of look like him. That's why. Like, and he kind of does kind of like he used to be a
I kind
scrim
of look like a
rapper,
lot of people. My girl thinks I look like Russ.
like Russ.
Yeah.
is that is that somebody you want to be compared to?
Uh, not really. I mean,
I,
I'm not a
I
hater. I like Russ. He's cool. He does his
yeah.
thing.
I don't know. He had a really bad reputation, and then he seemed like now people really fuck with him. So
Yeah, I mean, everybody says some stupid shit when they first start getting famous, but I
when
mean,
did
his stupid shit was really highlighted.
when did he blow up? Anyways, like 2015.
Oh yeah, somewhere around there. I don't even remember.
I don't know. My thing was him with him is like people would put his music on, and it just like it didn't make me feel sad, happy. It just made me feel nothing, and I was like, I don't like music that doesn't make me feel anything at all. Like
Sometimes it does that, yeah. But like, there's certain songs I really fuck with from him.
Yeah, interesting type of music though. Okay, so like, is it so you're just right now you're just in the phase since you're so early on. You just want to keep doing shows, do singles, hope to do a tour outside of your state eventually. Is there any
Mhm.
plans for like a mixtape or like a full length project to show, or are you just too experimental right now?
So yeah, right now I'm a little experimental, but I do have a project that I would like to roll out next year
Hmm.
after I drop a bunch of singles that I have planned already. I just need to finish all of those and then really hunker down on the project because I have most of the project like done. I have all the beats and stuff. I just want to think more of marketing and finish up some lyrics, touch it up a little bit.
Yeah, don't want to
But
over.
it's a little EP, nothing crazy. It's like 4 or 5 songs.
Okay,
And then I have another one I want to do, but I don't have much for it yet. I have like beats, but that's about it.
okay,
It's more like old school, like boom bap stuff. You know, but the one that I do have for sure that is coming out next year is more of a sad oriented one, like kind of almost pop rap stuff, but not really.
hmm,
Still has that darker tone to it.
okay.
And
And
yeah.
are you looking to like? Are you getting a bunch of features from the guys from Beat the Competition, like on that project, or is it going to be more solo songs?
The one project, the sad one's gonna be solo mainly,
Yeah,
but um, I don't know for the other one honestly, and I haven't really talked to enough of the artists that are affiliated. Honestly, that's just on my part. I do need to connect more and talk to them and get to know them more. Go to studio sessions, set shit up, whatever.
yeah.
But
Okay, so you're just like recording at home right now?
uh, not really at home. But I go to Ghost Ray's crib. He has this little studio set up in his room.
Okay.
That's mostly where I do a lot of the work.
But you have like professional studios there that you can actually go to, pay by the hour type thing,
Oh
or
yeah, there's one that I've gone to. It's called Unlabeled. They've had a Ski Mask, I think, and Post Malone there at some point,
wow.
but I don't remember anybody else that went there. But yeah, they were for sure there.
Do you find it's like
And
beneficial to go there? Like, does it add something to your music, or you're just kind of like, it's not worth it right now?
I mean, not right now, no, but it's definitely an environment where it's strictly creativity,
Hmm.
and that's what I like. Is just having an environment that like no fucking game system is available. Like that's the thing with the home studio. Like we can get distracted so easily. We can just go onto YouTube or fucking play the PlayStation 5, whatever.
Yeah.
But studio, like professional studio, it's all music equipment. There's nothing else really to do there except get distracted on your own accord. So if you're getting distracted in the studio, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Like,
And is it like just how you see in the music videos, or is it more like professional? Like, are people bringing fucking like drugs and shit in there, like smoking tons of weed while they're doing it? No, I wouldn't think no.
now we've brought weed to the session, but we don't smoke it in there. They stated like it's cool to go outside and do it. Like they're cool as fuck at Unlabeled, but they do lessons there and shit, like little kids and stuff, so that they don't want the whole place stinking. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
damn, that'd be. I never
But I
even
mean,
thought of
if you
that.
rented out like the whole place, like the whole studio for like, and they have like 3 different studios in there, so you rent out that whole place, you probably can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, true. I guess that's probably what Ski Mask did and all that. But
No,
uh,
yeah, the big rapper money.
and I always like to ask like what your dream features would be, but I would assume it would be Bones and Shoreline.
Yeah, I would love to get OGZ on a track or Phoenix. That'd be dope. Bones for sure. Uh, Tara Reid, Tara
Hmm.
Reid, Puya. I like
Weird.
Puya. I get compared a lot to Puya too.
Yeah, you
Not
kind of
even
look like
just
Puya too,
not
a
even
little
just
bit.
in the face and like the rapping style, but I
Hmm.
do take a lot of influence from him and like a lot of South Florida rappers. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So and I also wanted to ask because it's like it's interesting. A lot of people that I meet are like fucking hate Shoreline. So I'm like, what? So OGZ's your favorite member out of all of them? I like them too. I knew them when they like before they blew up.
I think OGZ is my favorite personality wise, but I mean Phoenix has a certain style that I really get behind, and he has that one song "I Fell in Love with the Drugs." That's my shit. That is my favorite Shoreline song, and it's just him and he snaps.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think I listened to his solo project, but I actually think that Rob Vicious is really underrated too. I feel like he has a lot of good verses.
He's got energy for sure.
Yeah. The other guy, you never hear him. I don't even know what songs he's on. Master Kato or
He
whatever.
died. The other guy, yeah. I think
Yeah.
Kato died. It's
What the
tough.
fuck? Really?
I think so. One of them got shot.
I think. I
I
think
know
that
OG.
was. He was unrelated to him. That was like somebody from the OTX boys. I think.
Um,
Not sure though, but I remember seeing that because that was like the night that Shoreline broke up. Is that one of their friends got killed? But maybe it happened. Fuck, I didn't know that if it's true.
I'm googling it right now.
But Rob and Kato are like older though, so
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it was an associate, Mac P Dog.
yeah, that's the guy the night they broke up. Like, even though it was kind of strange because they're kind of half broke up before that because like they started off with the four of them and then it became the two of them and now they're broken up. Now I think they're back together again. I don't know.
They've done like reunion shows. I don't think they're like back together, back together.
Hmm.
They've definitely like linked up. They're not all, it's not all beef anymore. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
which is good because I fuck with them too. So
Same shit with like what happened with Tracy and Peep and like X and Stevie. Like they settled their differences. They understand they're both men. You know.
yeah, but they were apart for a long time though. Like they I think they broke up in like 2020 2019 and it was like 3 years of like beefing like that. But
Yeah.
I get it. I guess the money gets involved, and especially when you sign with like a group like that, and like with City Morgue, like Sos Mula and Zillakami are more distinct, but I feel like Phoenix and Ojeezy are more similar. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
Yeah.
that's the one thing I found with his solo music, Ojeezy. It's like okay, you're kind of just doing the Shoreline stuff, like still. Like I kind of wish like if it was your solo music, it'd be like a little bit like he's fucked around a little bit. But I like to see more from him, I guess. But
Yeah. He definitely could do more. He's a talented dude. He's a cool dude.
yeah. He's just stacking his money though and raising his kid though, so can't
Hey,
fault him for
I
that.
respect the hustle, bro. I respect the hustle.
Yeah. Okay, so is there anything you want to promote before we wrap it up?
Um, Stream Menace by Heereez on all platforms. Stream Disruption by Ghostface featuring Heereez on all platforms. Menace music video coming out probably either this month or in the next month. And I'm gonna be putting out a bunch more singles. Like I said earlier, got a project coming out next year, at least one of them. So yeah, that's just plans right now. Things are always subject to change. I always want to do more. Um, go hop on my Instagram, follow me there at Heereez underscore. Um, yeah, that's about it. Also, fuck with Beat the Competition, especially if you're from around Kansas City. Fuck with Beat the Competition.
All right, for sure. You'll have to send me some links to so I can link some of that stuff. And if you do see
I
the
will.
guy from the Discord server, you guys have to take a picture together and send it to the server.
Oh, dude, bet I will do that. I will totally do that.
All right, appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. We'll talk
Have
to
a
you next
good day,
time.
bro.
Peace.